the order by, this is for sorting purposes. Okay, so you can sort any of those columns, a single column or all of them. If you don't supply the sort, then it will be decided by the system itself, and that's why you have what's called a primary key and then all those keys, right? So the system can know what to sort in there. So to sort, if you look at the syntax, let's see. So you can say order by, and then you have the column name. Basically, the column name, and then you either issue a ASC for ascending order or DSC for descending. If you don't supply the ASC or DSC, I think the default is always ascending order. Okay, so so let's go back here, and if I say okay, if I grab all of those names, that's their names here for those people here, and if you want to sort by the title, well, in this case doesn't make a lot of sense. You can sort by, let's just say, the last name. Okay, so you can say order by, and it must come before the after the where clause. You cannot use it before the where clause. You cannot say select from the order by and the where. Okay, so the order is important here. And then order by what? Order by the first name or the last name. And then default is ascending already. So if I do it now, you see that the result will be, I'll get the same number of result at the 1009, but the name will be sorted, last name will be sorted. So from A to Z. Okay? And if you want to sort by descending order, then just put that at the end, DSC for descending. And then now it should sort it by from Z to A, that title, that field here. Okay, so this column here does not need to be, if I'm not mistaken, not to be listed here. Let's see if that's true. What's the other column? Let's just say person type or middle name. Let's see. Middle name. Let's see if that works. Okay, so you can see it's sorted by the middle name, even though it's not part of the columns being selected up here. Okay, so you can sort any column in the table, even though you don't use it in the result here. But I don't know. Usually you want to sort something you see here, but you don't have to. So let's go back to middle name. Last name. And yes, you can see I could use the alias, or I could use the actual column name. If you are using the alias, then you have to put the square brackets here, or you can use a single quote. Okay. Either way is fine. You can use the alias or the actual column name. It should still be fine. I think that should be cool. Yeah. Okay. You can sort multiple columns. I can say I want to sort by last name and then first name, right? And then descending order. Here, well, let's see. If I do this, can you see that it's ascending because this first name, because I didn't supply the ASC or the DSC here, it's defaulted to the ascending order. So if you want to sort the last name by DSC and then the first name by ASC, then you can do that. You can separate each field and you can sort it by either ascending or descending. So it will sort the last name first. After that, it will go into the first name and then it will sort that first name. Okay, if you were to do this manually, you can see that how so things can get moved around actually. Okay. So you can do multiple sorts, multiple columns. It gets tricky, but you can do that. So that's the order by. The offset here, we're not going to do that. Offset means like, when you sort this list, it has about 1,000 of them. If I just want to pick and choose, instead of the whole list, I just want to pick and choose the top 10. Well, if you put top 10 over here, right? If you put top 10, it only sorts the top 10, in which case it will be from Zwingli to Zhang here. Get those 10. Okay, but what if I want to get the top 10, but not from that sorted list from those 10? I want to get the top 10 from the 100, from the number 100 to 110. Right? How do you get there? Okay, so that's what the fetch offset comes into play. Okay, so you can say, okay, starting from the count of 100, from there on, get me the top 10. So in this way, you grab a chunk of data from the whole list, but only a piece of it out of it. Okay, that's what the offset is used for. But we're not going to worry that in this class for now. So just to select from where the order by, and then so that's pretty much that's it for the order. It's not that really, I think, much there. Are there any questions, by the way? If you have a question, just stop me if I go too fast, and stop me too.